Hi, welcome to my Pampered Chef Kitchen. I'm Sharon Sarah, and before I get started, I wanted to introduce myself for just a minute. I've been with the Pampered Chef for 25 years. I love our products, I love our company, and I love making wonderful recipes with our tools that make the job so simple and easy. So if you're watching today as part of a party, consider what products will make your life easier in the kitchen. And if your wish list gets too long, I would love to help you earn your products for free. We could do a cooking class in your home, or we could do a video Facebook virtual party like you're watching now. So the recipes I'm going to make for you are grilled chicken and zucchini linguine. We're going to make some popcorn, a chocolate cake, and I'm going to give you a preview of new products, and we're going to use our new whipped cream maker. So before I get started, let me tell you a little bit about why I joined Pampered Chef so long ago. It's when I had 3 children under the age of 5, and we were looking for additional income to add to our family budget and for the extra things my children wanted to do. I wanted something that was flexible, that worked around my family schedule, that I could do on my own time, and I wanted to make good money when I did work. And it turned out to be the best decision I ever made, because every time I go to work, I just love my job. I love meeting new people, and I love the company that I work for. So watch what I do today, because you could find great products for your kitchen, you could get them for free, or you could end up with a business. That's a wonderful opportunity for you and your family. So let's get started with the first recipe, and that's the grilled chicken. So I'm going to introduce you to my double burner grill pan. This is part of our executive cookware collection, and I'm going to come up close so you can take a nice look at the double burner grill pan. One of the main proteins we do in our family is chicken. And in the summertime, I use the grill for the chicken all the time. But when the weather turns nasty outside, I don't like going out in that nasty weather, but we still love our grilled chicken. And even though I usually only cook for 2 people now, I like to batch cook. I like to cook enough that's going to last me for a few meals. And then we have lunch ready to go. We have chicken ready to put onto a chef salad or a Cobb salad. So let me start by turning on my double burner grill. It helps to have 2 burners that are the same size when you're doing this recipe, so that you don't have to flip your pan around. Okay, we're going to turn that on, let that preheat for a minute. And while that's preheating, let me show you how I cut the chicken. This one is called a close and cut. And the cool thing about this is that you can use this for chicken, you can use this for bagels, you can use it for cherry tomatoes, you can use this for grapes. So there's so many different ways to use the close and cut. So right now we're going to add some chicken. Now today I do have some marinated chicken, but usually I have chicken that's not seasoned, and I'll add it to a bowl, add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of oil, and one of my rubs. So we have a ton of different rubs, and the fun thing about rubs is even though you're making the same food over and over, it can taste different every time by adding a different rub to it. So I love to see all the options with the rubs. So let's put a whole chicken breast in there, and I'm going to get this out of the way so it's easier for you to see what I'm about to do. So we put this in the close and cut, and then you take a nice big long knife. I happen to love the chef's knife and the Santoku knife for this. This is part of our Forge cutlery collection, and these do come in a set, a small set, a large set, and they're also sold individually. And when I open up this chicken, it's perfectly cut in half. So it cooks in half the time. It saves a whole lot of time in the cooking, and it just is easier to eat when it's cut in half. So I love this one. So let's just squish that in there a little bit. And again, press down. Now this happens to be one of our guest specials this month, which I'll tell you more about in just a minute. But if you have an order of $75 or more, you could pick up to 1 of 6 items for free, and this could be one of your free items. So let's see if this is preheated. It feels hot enough, so I'm going to just turn around for a second, plop this chicken in here, and you should be able to hear that sizzle. Oh yeah. So one tip I'd like to share with you as far as making grilled chicken is to never grill the chicken or any meat when it's still frozen. If you're trying to cook meat that's frozen, what happens is the liquid absorbs out of it, and you end up boiling your chicken in its own liquid. So make sure it's totally thawed Add a little bit of oil, a little bit of rub, and then put it into a preheated pan so that it sizzles when you add it to the pan. Okay, our next recipe. Actually, no, let's do the cake next. I have just made an 11-minute chocolate cake. So this is the cake mix. Mix it up according to the directions on the box. Pour it into a rock crock. So we have 4 different size rock crocks. And while I'm talking about that, let's warm up some peanut butter and some chocolate chips. 1 minute, that should be plenty long. So the rock crocks, this one is the rock crock Dutch oven. Look at this cake. Can you believe this? 11 minutes in the microwave, and this is the chocolate cake you get. And I'm going to show you how to put your frosting on top of that. Crock, we're going to do the zucchini linguine and the everyday rock crock, and there's 2 other sizes right now. Coming in September is a new size. Can't wait for that one. This is the most amazing vessel I've ever seen. This goes on top of the stove. You can brown meat, you can do onions and garlic and saute things. You can put it in the microwave, you can put it in the oven, you can put it under the grill, on the grill, under the broiler, and it goes in the dishwasher. So this is our cake tester and easy release tool. So we want to insert this in the middle and just make sure that the cake is done. And then we take this and we go all the way around the edge, just kind of lift it up a little bit, make sure the cake is loose. And then when you put your platter on there, it flips like this. And get this out of the way. And then you carefully lift that. And voila, your cake is done. Now the easiest frosting you'll ever do, and absolutely delicious, is some peanut butter and some chocolate chips. So let's take one of our spoons and just stir this. When you melt chocolate chips, add a little bit of oil to about a teaspoon to a half a cup. Put it in 30 seconds, stir it up, put it back in 30 seconds, and you have a wonderful chocolate sauce. Then you just take this chocolate sauce and you pour it over the cake like that. Just kind of drizzling your chocolate sauce. It can go down the sides, it can go over the top. You can even add some chocolate chips to this mix. Okay, and then the same thing with the peanut butter. Oh, that's good. Okay, a little peanut butter. Now this is an organic peanut butter, so it's a little bit thicker. Sometimes the cheaper brands are runnier. So we'll stir that. And you just drizzle the peanut butter. Now you can also add some chopped candy to this. You can add some chopped nuts. I personally like a little Reese's peanut butter cups chopped up. You can even put the peanut butter cups inside. And I think when my husband comes home for lunch, I'll give him this to take to work and share with his coworkers. The rest of this food will be our dinner. Oops. See, when you make a mistake like this, you can't get fired. We'll stick that right in the sink. Okay, so here's our 11-minute chocolate cake done in the microwave in the Dutch oven rock crock. We'll put that one aside for now. And let's take a look at this chicken and make sure it's not time to flip it. I like to use our silicone chef's tongs. These are heat safe, so they're safe for your non-stick cookware. You won't harm your cookware, you won't ruin your tongs. And they also come in a small size, so they fit nice in your tool turnabout. And then when you open them up, they open this way, they close this way. So that's pretty cool too. Now it's time to flip your chicken when it's golden brown. That needs just a couple more minutes. So while we're waiting for that to get ready, let's talk about these silicone pads. So these come in a set of 3, and it actually happens to cut silicone cutting mats, these are called. They come in a set of 3, and it happens to be our guest special for this month also. So what I've got in here is zucchini linguine. I already started, actually it's yellow squash zucchini this time. You can use zucchini, you can use yellow squash. It both works really good. I did most of it, but I did save the last piece to show you our amazing veggie spiralizer. So, any kind of zucchini, yellow squash will work in here. You want to make sure you have 2 flat ends. So I'm going to cut the end off of there. It goes there like that. Press down. Now, turn this so you can all see when this starts coming out. This is so quick and so easy, and it's so delicious. I love putting sauce on here, and the key to the sauce is your recipe is only going to be as good as the sauce. So you want to get the best sauce you can find. I'm fortunate that my husband makes sauce, and when he makes it, he makes 16 gallons or 16 quarts at a time. So we always have a freezer full of sauce. But if you don't have a good homemade sauce, then get something. Raos, R-A-O-S is a good one. A lot of people recommend that one. Okay, so there, and then you can just pick this up and you can funnel it into here. So that is almost ready to go, except for, we always want to add a clove of garlic. And if you're familiar with our garlic press, you know you don't have to peel the skin on the garlic before you press it. So you put the garlic in there, press it through like that. You scrape that off, mix it around just a little bit. And now to the sauce. Okay, so you're going to use sauce to taste. And the rule with this is going to be, if you fill this pan about halfway, it's about 4 minutes in the microwave. If you fill it more than that, I'm almost full here, so it's probably going to be about 6 minutes. But you want this to be al dente. And that way you get all the benefits of the sauce and the garlic, and if you like cheese, you can put the cheese on, and you don't have to worry about all those carbs in your food. So here's the lid that comes with that. And now we're going to stick it in the microwave. I'm going to go for 6 minutes. Okay, now back to that chicken for a minute. Let's see how that's doing. So there's your nice golden brown chicken. That's when you flip it. Notice this, if you can see that, it's starting to get white around the edges, and the other side is golden brown. And let's turn the fan on. Okay, so we're going to flip that and that one. Okay, so while that's cooking, so we've got 6 minutes for there, let me show you a new product. And I love our new whipped cream maker. So this comes out September 1st, and take some whipped cream, or some heavy cream. There's a line to pour it in there. I'm not going to make quite as much because this is just for demonstration purposes. And I would have to keep eating it if I did. Put in your sweetener of choice. I'm going to grab a Truvia, because that's the sweetener I like to use. But if you like a little bit of sugar, you can add a splash of sugar, vanilla usually, and a pinch of salt. Let's not forget that pinch of salt, because that just brings out all the flavors. This is our salt and pepper grinder. I have it filled with sea salt and peppercorns, and just about a half a turn. You don't need much at all. Just a pinch to bring out the flavor. And then 1 package of Truvia or sugar. And this is 30 seconds or less. You can turn this to butter. I almost turned it to butter the other night. I did it for like 40 seconds. Okay, ready? Here we go. If anyone's counting, we've got about 30 seconds. This is so easy to pump. And then you have fresh, homemade whipped cream. You didn't have to get out your blender or your beaters. You didn't have to use a whisk for 3 minutes. This is already getting hard, so I think we're done. And that wasn't even 30 seconds, I don't think. Oh my goodness, look at this. That is just, fantastic. So I'm going to put this on top of that cake. So that is our new Cool Whip maker. Okay, so we have 3.5 minutes to go. Here's another new product. Love this one too. It's the popcorn maker. It's a microwave, it's a silicone microwave popcorn maker. And I've already pre-measured the popcorn into this little cap. So what you do, that's filled with popcorn, you pour it in there. Now you do have the option to add butter. You can add 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. It goes in here, and there's little holes on the bottom, so it actually drips down into the popcorn while the popcorn is making. Now I'm choosing to not add butter to this, but if you did, that's where it would go. Now butter does add a little bit of time as well, but I've learned without the butter in my microwave, it's 1 minute and 50 seconds. And here's another tip. Don't center this in the microwave, because the center of this will always stay at the center, and it will get burned. So make sure you put this on the outer side so that when it circulates, the whole thing is circulating. So in just a couple minutes, we will stick that in there. So meanwhile, let's see if our chicken is ready. Okay, chicken's getting close. Let me show you about our host special. I'm sorry, this is our guest special. So this month, you can pick any one of these for free when you have an order that's $75 or more. So you'll see the silicone flexible measuring cups, the close and cut that I just used for the chicken that you can also use for a bagel. There's a gardening tote. Now the gardening tote can also be a beach bag. It can be a diaper bag. It can be a gym bag. And then there's several different gardening tools. There's the flexible cutting mats, and there's a vegetarian table cookbook. So with your $75 order, you can pick one of those for free. Now, if your order is getting too high, let me show you the advantages and the rewards of hosting a party. In the back of our catalog, and this is also online, and I'll make sure it's posted for those of you on a Facebook event, the back of the catalog shows you the rewards of hosting a party, and you'll notice the higher your sales, the more you're going to get for free. An average party is $1,000 party is 15 average orders. So a lot of times that's a good goal for our host, and it's a number to reach for. And that $215 in free product is anything in the entire book. Plus, you'll get 5 items for half price, and you'll get an unlimited discount of 30%. But there's more. We have such an amazing host program. There's so many wonderful benefits. In addition to all of that, you'll get what we call the monthly host bonus. So the monthly host bonus for the month of September is any one of these products at 60% off. So we have some cookware, we have some stoneware, and we have some glass mixing bowl set. So you have a wonderful bonus. So if you're interested in booking a party from this one, make sure you post it on Facebook, or you can message me. And my name on Facebook is Sharon Serra, C-E-R-R-A, or you can call or text me. My phone number is 607-766-0122. So those are our host rewards. Now, one more thing I want to tell you about. Well, we have 25 seconds left. I want to come back to a minute about our business, because the best deal I have to offer you is a chance to change your life. And when you have a business that you love, that brings in the income that your family's looking for, it could truly be life-changing. We have 3 kits to offer anyone who wants to give this business a try, and we ask you to try for 30 days. That's the commitment, 30 days, and I will actually help you and do the first party with you. You can do online parties, you can do virtual, you can do catalog shows, you can do wedding showers, you can do fundraisers, you can do cooking classes like I often do. And it would be very similar to what I'm doing now, except that as guests would get to actually eat the food that we make. So these are the, put that up there so you can see that good. This is the 3 different kits. These are actually $75% off. So you could get $1,000 worth of Pampered Chef products for $249. It's the deal of the day. So let me know, message me, text me, call me if this is something you want to chat more about. Okay, so flipping over here to our zucchini linguine. Grab some pop holders and take this out, and then I'm going to show you how this popcorn works. So let's stick that popcorn in first. Give that 1 minute and 50 seconds. So remember, we're putting that right on the outside, and then we're not setting for popcorn. We're just doing time cook, 1 minute, 50 seconds, and start. And start. And start. There we go. Okay. Okay, one more quick peek at this chicken. Okay, I'm going to turn that chicken off. And let me show you what it looks like. So that was maybe 10 minutes. And look at that chicken. That is just perfect. Ready to go on my salads, ready for dinner tonight. Perfect grilled chicken every time. Okay, so we're waiting for that. And Okay, so if you're interested in doing a cooking class, let me give you some ideas that we can do. We could do a taste of Italy, we could do a Mexican and margaritas, we could do a backyard barbecue, it could be a gluten-free class, a healthy eating class, we could do a wine, chocolate, and cheese party, we could do a wine tasting party, and everyone brings a bottle of wine, and we sample all the different bottles of wine, take a vote for what our favorite bottle of wine is. I bring a prize for who has the best, who gets the most votes on the wine. Okay, so I want to show you that popcorn. We got 43 seconds to go. Let me just go over, let's see. Let's talk about some of the other cutlery. This is our, let me hold this up so you can see this, okay? And this is our bamboo knife block, and it holds all our knives. It holds the steak knives. It holds the shears. This could be one of your half-price items when you have a party, or the cookware. We have stainless cookware. We have executive cookware. And most of our hosts choose this as one of their half-price items, and that's one way to save hundreds of dollars when your cookware is half-price. The rock rocks are another really popular item that are half-price items. Okay, if we were live, I'd be taking questions right now. Our popcorn is ready, so let me show you that, and then we'll finish up. I can't wait to be showing this at my September parties. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, it's still popping. Okay, so here is the popcorn. You can add seasoning salt to this, and in September we have some seasoning salt that is coming out, 2 different flavors of seasoning salt. So if you were invited to a virtual Facebook party online, make sure you let your host know that you are interested in booking a party, or you can message me. Also, if you ask me a question about the business, I will give additional tickets for the drawing that we're going to have. So thank you all for joining me, and I look forward to talking with you more online. Bye now.